Yes, ma'am, in the blue. Hi. There'll be a mic coming.
So you've talked a little bit about how housing is becoming inaccessible, healthcare, etc. And I think the next thing that our country has began coming for is public education.
Yes.
And I think we're seeing that in defunding of public education and tax dollars being funded into private education for wealthy families. So I just wanted to hear you talk about how, we're kind of privileged in Maine that we have better public education access here. But how are you going to protect that for our Mainers and for our country? Because all students in our country deserve a good education.
My wife, Amy, was a public school teacher for 15 years. She actually... Also, just on this note, teachers, nurses, these are people you should thank for their service when you talk to them. As someone who gets thanked for my service all the time, I think it is much more fitting to thank a teacher for theirs. So I just want to point that out. The right to a good education is one that every single American deserves. The Department of Education should not be cut or gutted, it should be expanded. The resources and wealth that this country has should be utilized to expand education. It should be utilized to make sure that we are taking care of not just K through end of high school, but childcare and higher education. Much of these crises that we are currently facing, education, housing, healthcare, all of these are crises that are going to require huge amounts of investment and political will if we are going to get through them. The days of playing around in the margins are over. The days of block grants and tax credits and weird little figuring out how to change the language of an existing law, that is done. If I am any kind of Democrat, I'm a New Deal Democrat. When I look at the things that this country built that made the lives of working Americans better, they are large projects, courageous things, large structural change that requires an immense amount of political will and investment to make happen. So whether it's education, whether it's healthcare, whether it's fighting climate change, whether it's getting us off fossil fuels, all of these things are going to require a different kind of politics than the one that we have had recently.